wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppers, and today I'm joined by
Jacob,
the Lord of Malts.
Yes.
First off, guys, Merry Christmas. It's Christmas today, at least in Denmark, the 24th of December.
Yeah.
So that's when we celebrate Christmas. We don't unwrap gifts the 25th.
No.
We do it the 24th. We start dancing around the Christmas tree, and after that we unwrap our Christmas presents.
After the dinner.
Yeah, after the dinner, of course. And as you see, we got the. It's not. I said Christmas rose. That was the name of this flower here. It's a Christmas star, julestjerne it's called. And then we got the adventskrans I had in the previous review, and a little Santa, and yeah. So the beer for today is also a Christmas beer. It's gonna be that. Let's show both bottles. The Mikkeller Ris Ale. Now the special thing about this beer is that it's brewed. Yeah, that's
wrapping.
Yeah, that's a cool wrapping. It's brewed with the same ingredients as the Danish dish Ris Allemand. It sounds French, but it isn't. It's just a fancy name for it. And we got some here actually to try and taste with the beer.
Yeah.
It's like a rice pudding made with almonds, vanilla, sugar, cream.
Yeah.
It's a dish that arrived or was invented in Denmark back in, what was it, 1900?
1900. Under the Second World War, when they were rationing, especially on the Second World War.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because we have a dish called risengrød, which is our traditional Danish rice pudding, but in that dish you needed to use cinnamon and what was it?
A lot more rice.
Yeah, a lot more rice. And this was a way that housekeepers found out to have the pudding or the Christmas pudding or rice pudding
Stretched longer.
Yeah, stretched longer for stretch more days by adding whipped cream to it. This is now a Christmas dish we have. At Christmas in Denmark. And the beer, as we said, is the Mikkeller Ris Ale, and it's brewed with rice, milk/cream, or in the way of lactose powder, vanilla, almond extract, sugar, salt, and cherries. That's, by the way, I forgot to mention that. Cherries is we add a cherry sauce on top, but then that's the sausage as well. And then it says but also a small amount of water, malt, hops, and yeast. And it's on 8% alcohol in a 375 centiliter bottle, and it's from the Brewery. That's where it's brewed, or Mikkeller has it brewed, contract brewed. It's a pinkish red color with a pink head. It actually looks a bit like maybe a Creek lambic, but I'm guessing the color here comes from the addition of cherries. What else should it be? Should we check out the aroma?
Yeah.
But this is quite hazy as well. Let's check out the aroma. Cherries.
Yeah. You get a little beer
head on your nose. But yeah, it does smell like beer, but it's a very special smell. You don't get like the lactose powder really, but lactose isn't really usually a thing you can smell. That's usually just making it creamy, but
it's actually very faint.
The
aromas are faint.
Yeah, but there is a slight amount of vanilla, I think. Just a slight. It's not much actually. Luckily, I do not. Is there a saltiness to it?
I didn't get that.
I think the most dominant aroma is definitely cherries. It reminds me a little bit of a lambic. Maybe a little bit of a lambic. It's got a slightly sour tart cherry note to it, but you do definitely smell it's beer. I get maybe a slight amount of vanilla, but the aroma isn't that powerful at all, really. But should we check it out? Ooh. Cheers.
Cheers. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. That is drinkable. That is very drinkable.
Very nice.
It's quite wow. It's acidic in the end, tart.
Yeah.
This reminds me of a lambic actually.
Very faint lambic taste, yeah.
Yeah, faint like a Creek lambic taste to it. It's got that like tartness to it. But the flavors, what flavors do we get? With the body, let's start off with the body. The head is actually really creamy.
Yeah.
That's probably
Fluffy.
Yeah, it's probably because of the lactose. But the body on it is, I'd say, a light medium body.
Yeah.
It's also slightly dry in the mouth.
I get a little rice, actually, in taste.
Yeah, actually, you do get a little rice, but not in a bad way. It's just a light touch of that vanilla I get when you just sip the beer in the finish.
Yeah.
I just get the lightest touch of vanilla, which is actually quite nice. I don't think the lactose really, you can't really taste the lactose. The only noticeable thing about it is that it has like maybe a slightly creamy head to it, which is probably because of the lactose used. But definitely those fruity tart cherries. It's actually also slightly bitter. Fairly bitter actually compared to other fruit beers. You definitely taste the hops in here. It's like a dry bitterness to it. I don't get the almonds.
It's very subtle. I could taste the almonds actually.
Oh,
it's very faint.
Yeah, it's very well balanced to be this kind of fruit beer. It's not like
overpowering.
No, I like that you still can taste its beer. I was expecting just cherry, overpowered by cherries and maybe vanilla, but it's actually quite nice tasting. But should we try and taste it with this Ris here? This is just some pre-made stuff we bought because it's a big process of making this. It tastes like Ris.
Yeah.
It tastes like rice, vanilla, almonds mixed together with that milky type of mouthfeel to it, along with the cherry notes. Let's try and take a little bit and compare it with the beer. Wow, that actually goes really well together. Wow, I didn't expect that. Do you know what I really like? I really like that cherry flavor along with the beer.
Yeah, they complement each other.
Yeah, I think actually this dish here, the dessert, the Ris actually sort of, you can say, completes the beer.
Yeah.
It feels sort of like an unfinished product, but if you have it with the dessert, man, that fits so well. Like that. But I think it's actually a really good beer. It's not a mind-blowing beer, but it's unique.
Yeah.
A Christmas beer. This would go great for your Christmas dessert.
At least Danish ones.
Yeah, at least the Danish Ris it would go. It goes great because we have Ris here, but rather nice. Yeah. What grade would you give this, Jakob?
I would give this one a 83 as a good beer, but it's not, as you said, mind-blowing. It's very subtle. It's very
balanced, maybe.
Balanced, yeah. I would like a little more aroma to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 80. I would also like a bit more of an aroma to it because it's mostly just that that slightly sour aroma. It's a very faint aroma. Maybe if the beer had sat out a little longer, but you definitely also get some of the rice in the aroma. But yeah, I think it's a good beer. I mean, if you are a Dane watching this and thinking about having beer for your Christmas dinner instead of wine, then try having along with your sherry cider, which is or cherry wine. We usually drink cherry brandy at Christmas when we have this. Try maybe still having the cherry brandy, but also try picking up a bottle of the Mikkeller Ris and pairing that with the Ris dish, because that goes really well. So guys, an 83 from Jacob, an 80 from me for the Mikkeller Ris and And yeah, that's also, by the way, the name is a wordplay on Ris. And yeah, guys, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
And yeah, remember to subscribe, comment, all that stuff, guys. And we're gonna say cheers. And see you in another video.